What is up, guys? Wraith here, Gray Bearded Gaming Society. We had our, that was fascinating. Everybody's like disappeared, reappeared on me there. Anyhoozle. We had our interesting adventure just on the way back from Kithicore Forest. Like I said, we had actually just run outside of the zone and camped. From our last adventure, we were just completely knackered. We decided, like, let's just fall asleep here, or let's camp out here and go to sleep rather before something bad happens. So that's exactly what we did. Went back across the zone. We stopped at the Druid Ring, picked up some soda, picked up some speed. We actually took out a couple of will-o-wisps just because they were there, and a bear. Actually did get a hide to sell. Got a couple greater light stones. We'll try to sell those. And because our buddy Science Man has now done all the math for us, we are going to try to sell a couple of these bags and get a little bit of cash put together. Let's see if we can't, let's kick off our fund to see about getting ourselves a haste item. I think that'll be our next most beneficial item. And I think we're probably going to aim for like silver Triton hand wraps out of the gate. I'm pretty sure. But stick around. Let's see how it goes. Let's make up some for sale menu here and start to auction some stuff and see if we can't make some cash. Alright, gang, so here is our fast update. We have run back into town. We've distributed all of our coins, sold a few extra things. We decided we tried to sell. We had a couple of extra greater light stones just from which we've killed. Nobody really interested in them, so we just pawned those off to a vendor for a couple plat apiece. We did combine all the spider silks that we had, so we've got a couple swatches, so at some point we should probably either see if we can't sell those or pick up some tailoring skills. We're mostly reloaded on supplies here. So we're in pretty good shape there, and we are now up to 340 plat in our saving for a haste item fund. I said that'll be, and that's one thing I was like, all right, let me get out of the commons with my cash before I see something that I want to buy that I don't have to have. You know, so we're in a really good spot, kind of gear-wise overall, and you know, I just don't see spending a bunch of money right now on like an ear item. You know, maybe there's something we can get dropped or that'll fall for somewhere. And there's a few items that we're carrying around that are still, you know, they're just cloth, but they're getting the job done. And I think right now, I think we will gain the most benefit from the silver Triton hand wraps. Not only will we have a magical fist item where we can just go fisticuffs, we'll get that bit of haste, some, you know, some small stats, and they're quite a bit cheaper than, say, like a flowing black silk sash, which, you know, if we go with the flowing black silk sash, we actually lose stats. Nothing spectacular, mind you, but you know, I think just in this case, the best piece for right now will be the, you know, really what I like is the silver Triton hand wraps, you know, in the long term, and then eventually maybe we could stretch, depending on how far the guy goes. I mean, I don't know if we'll ever see any rating or ever see enough cash to, you know, talk about some like rune bolster belt action or some serious haste item. Let's see how it goes. But I think that puts us in a really good spot. So let's get all this stuff closed back down. We're going to run back out on, that's just, so our new kind of weight, we're hovering right around the 19-pound mark. Once we clear everything out, but we can carry quite a bit of stuff. And I was going to say, so even if we lose the stick here, I mean, yes, we're dropping a little bit of armor, but it is just absolutely not worth not being able to pummel something with this new beat stick. So we're staying with this bad boy for now. We'll get back to some other stuff a while to get some skill ups, but this thing is just way too strong for us right now. So we are going to throw up some looking for group. We're going to run back out here. Maybe we'll get really lucky and get a sow before we get out there. Maybe we'll see. But we're going to run back out here. We're going to throw up looking for group and see if we can't get something going. So stick around, guys. All right, guys. So we didn't quite get as as brave and or adventurous originally as I was hoping. We're gonna throw LFG back up here in a minute. We haven't been on for very long here. Oh, what is this madness? Nope. Don't want anybody else's train. I'm good, thanks. But basically, like I said, we, you know, did the fighting, got a little bit of loot, sold some bags, but threw up the LFG, just really wasn't getting any kind of callbacks. So I was like, all right, where can we go to just get some decent, reliable experience? So we ended up back out here in Oasis, pounding luggage. We have, between, what we've done earlier and what we just knocked out kind of today, like I said, we're about halfway through another level. We are progressing pretty good. We had buffs for a skinny minute, which made some of the stuff super easy. That was just absolutely outstanding. Like, somebody came by, of course, when we got here, we had Spirit of Wolf, and then somebody gave us regen randomly, and we were just able to just go absolutely ham. The deep water crocs still sting quite a bit. Some of them we go through a little better than others, and then we still have some, right, that just end up really, really hitting back pretty hard, like that last one who was hitting us, in the 40s pretty good. But we're going to see, what, if anything, we can get going on this evening. And if nothing else, we will just, we will keep kind of grinding through level. And I'd rather try to get something going on somewhere else just because I'm kind of tired of beachfront property, which I never thought would be something I would say. But, maybe somebody will invite us to an adventure far away and we can go do something new. So let's see what happens. And I'll hopefully check back in here in a little while. Heading somewhere else. Stick around. Well, gang, we finally gave up on the looking for group. We're too big for anybody around here, which is fine. So we've just been killing these guys, like I said, to just keep the experience rolling. We've been at it for so long now. There's a high probability that this guy is about to level us. So, unfortunately, no big bites this week in terms of getting some new adventures, but we kept things moving. Now, obviously, what we'll try to do is get this, like I said, I think this will level us, I think. There we go. So we get our level knocked out there. This is probably too brave. We're going to try it anyway. This is probably one of the guys that tries to crush us for 50 a pop or something. But yeah, like I said, we'll try to pad up our level a little bit. Whee! Yep, nope. Let's just not even do that. He turned on and popped us for 67. And we hit him for 19. So I think I'll take a hard pass on that one. But yeah, like I said, guys, some weeks are a little bit slower than others. We did get some stuff done this week. We got some cash at least. Like I said, we got about a 300 plat and some change in the bank. Working towards our first haste item. Unless we somehow manage to find, any... It's got to be a really stellar pickup at this point for us to stop with the haste item thing and throw that in. One of the things we are going to try to do is we're going to see if we can look up a couple of things that maybe we can do on our own. In terms of either if we can farm it, maybe quest for it, things like that. We'd love to hear, some ideas from the community there. I mean, obviously, we're going to pass on something like, doing the headband quest, because yes, we could do the headband quest, but it's really not that big of a bonus over what we've got. The Sash of Order, there's the next step of that, but that's kind of got us traveling all over the place, so how much of a value add is that really going to be? We really need to look at some things like, can we farm it ourselves? Can we get it as a drop? Can we quest it, and will it actually be, really useful for the cause? I mean, we have plenty of spots where we could, we could upgrade. I think I'm going to go to the wiki myself, see if we can't find some stuff. I said we're solid in the weapons department. We're really solid in the chest piece department. We're, pretty decent in the rings. I'm not sure we're going to get a better ring than this at this level, unless, again, maybe a jagged band, maybe, just because it's a hair more like AC. But, even that would still require a group. Wouldn't be doing that on our own. We'll have to kind of look around. Let's see what we can get done. Let's slap. I'll tell you what. We're very safe now. Let's go over here. Let's get some bind wound skills going here, because we really have gotten in the habit of just going, and then we'll bind wound and we'll mend and we'll AFK for a little bit and all that kind of happy jazz. We really should be more studious with our bind wound. But yeah, so I think we're gonna think of some ventures. If you guys have any ventures for us, that would be great. Put them down below so we can check them out. Things we can think we can do on ourselves. And maybe if it's something, maybe as a drop, like in a group. Maybe, as long as it's an area where we have a chance of actually getting some group action. I actually have thought about, just for the sake of doing it, to be honest with you, just actually going back to Befallen and seeing, can we make it all the way to the bottom by ourselves? I need to look up and see, is there anything down there really worth us even messing around with, or anything we can sell and maybe make some cash off of. So now we'll top off with the mend, and we'll blarg. And there goes mend 115, which puts us in a pretty good spot. So it's hard to complain about that. But guys, as always, if you like what we're doing, hey, please don't forget to like, comment, maybe subscribe down below. We do love to hear from everybody, especially if you got some pretty cool adventures for us. Let us know. But until next time, guys, stay safe, stay distant, stay in EverQuest, and we'll see you guys next week. Night, guys.